Welcome to Dan ARG YouTube. The people of Ibikwe community from Esako East for Edo State, they for Kola Edokpayi office, the human rights activists wey dey for Benin. Them they beg the Edo State Governor Godwin Obaseki and the Oba of Benin make them come to their rescue. Them say over 400 policemen they for their community, they pursue the youth, come up for the community, all because of traditional matter. Make I leave you, make you hear from the people of Ibikwe community and Kola Edokpayi.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, my co-patriots, fellow citizens of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, my comrades, my brothers and sisters. I say again, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on the location you are watching us from. You are welcome to our Human Rights TV this evening, Nigeria time. We are presently at a sanctuary of justice, where issues of human rights violations are addressed, where issues of injustice, oppression, and humanity to man are addressed. We have on our platform this evening some prominent indigenes of Ibukwe community. Yes, Ibukwe community, Esako East local government area of Edo State, specifically Agenebode. They are here this evening to tell us what is happening in their community presently. They will introduce themselves individually, and the platform will be given to them to vent their spleen. Our philosophy is no to injustice, no to oppression, no to humanity to man. And it must be noted that their opinions are not the opinions of the parliament. They are subject to their own opinion, while we have our own opinion as members of the parliament. Let me give them the opportunity to tell us why they are conspicuous here this evening. Thank you. Let me start from my left hand side.
Good evening. My name is Honorable Andrew Akbogome from Ibukwe community. We are here this evening.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Modue Patrick, the Secretary General of Ibukwe Worldwide. Thank you.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Peter Omosua from Ibukwe community in Benin and Obaseki government area of Edo State.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Lebetiko, aka Oba from Ibukwe community and Obaseki government.
Good evening to you all. My name is Ayos Ido Asole from the Ibukwe community, presently the chairman of the Benin branch. Thank you so much.
Good evening, brothers and sisters. My name is Ero Success, and I spoke with you. I'm from Ibukwe community, Esako East local government, Edo State.
Good evening to you all. My name is Isa Aminu. I'm from Esako East, precisely Ibukwe.
Okay, our brothers have introduced themselves. I think I will have to give the mic to the Secretary General of Oba Community Worldwide to tell us or to commence the discussion of the rationale behind their presence here at the Sanctuary of Justice.
Thank you, sir. Once again, good evening. We are here to let the entire world, let Edo State and Nigeria to know what is going on in our community right now, in the community, between the citizen of Ukwe and the paramount ruler, the Okumagbe of Wano. What is going on right now is nothing that has never been heard of. We can say that temporary life has been suspended from the Ukwe community. As we speak right now, over 400 policemen and vigilantes are presently in the Ukwe community laying siege on the community. We don't know why they are here, why they are there in that community. So we want the world, we want the Commissioner of Police Edo State, we want the IG of Police, we want the President of this country, we want the Governor of Edo State, His Excellency, Governor Obaseki, and we want the Oba of Benin, who is a peaceful man, to wade into this matter as a matter of urgency before it degenerates into anarchy in that community. So permit me to brief you about what transpired that led to where we are now in the community. On the 1st of this month, the community head, our community head, died, joined the ancestor. And in our tradition, it had to be 3 months for mourning before and finish his tradition, the burial rites and everything about him before someone else can ascend the throne. And we have somebody already who is in second in command, and that person happened to be Chief Dr. F.E.A. Ozehomet, who is supposed to be the acting person right now until he ascends the throne. Unfortunately, on the 8th precisely of this month, the Okumagbe of Wano appointed a young man who is about 40 years of age, appointed a young man to be and to do the coronation in his own palace to head our community, something that I've never been heard of. We have a process of selecting somebody to be the head of the community, and the young man took pride in that particular attitude, that particular thing, and come into the community with security, armed men, thugs, and invaded the community. So in the process, the youth of the community were angered and prevented him to enter the community. In the process, the security men and the thugs that were with him opened fire, start shooting sporadically to disperse the youth of the community. And some stray bullets, hit the youth, went into the community and started to invade the properties of to fight. They were now fighting for their rights. They were now fighting for their right to ensure that the installation of the new chief, the boy, which name is Josie Oshobugi, was not completed, was aborted. So in the process, they fought for their rights, for the completion, for the installation to complete. And in that process, the police and the thugs that were with them dispersed, only for them to return back to the community with about 400 men 3 days later and try and start to arrest every person on site. All the youths start to arrest youths and and as we speak, the person who's supposed to be the acting chief, the acting head of our community, is in police custody now. Chief Dr. F.E.A. Ozehowe, who is the senior, who is the elder brother of Mike Ozehowe. Is the elder brother of Mike Ozehowe, S.A.N. So we are using this avenue, we are using this medium to call on the relevant authorities to help us to avert the anarchy, to help us to avert what is going on in our community right now. We want them to help us. We don't know who to run to. As we speak, we know that the police department in Agenebode has been compromised. They have been compromised because they are not there to prevent to carry out their assigned duty. But what they are there for is to arrest peaceful citizens, youths, and innocent citizens of Iukwe community. We are begging on everyone. We are begging on who is concerned to help us so that this particular anarchy in our community right now be averted. And also our men that were arrested unlawfully, Chief Dr. F.E. Ozehowe and his 2 sons and 3 other persons from the community that were arrested that are being held right now in state CID. Please, we beg them to release them for us unconditionally. They are not part. It's a community. We will go home and settle as a community. The issue is not beyond us. We can settle the issue. The Josie is our brother. Whoever that is concerned, we are all brothers. We will go back home to the community and settle. And for now, let our paramount ruler please leave us with our mourning. Let us mourn our head. When we are done with the money, the process of installing a new head will begin, and we intimate him of what we are going to do. But for now, we should leave us alone, and we have somebody already who will take over that seat. Thank you.
Yes, thank you very much, my brother. You stated during the course of our operation that the oldest man in the community that is supposed to be the acting head of the community and his 2 sons were arrested. But I don't know, and you said a 5 younger person was imposed on you. Is that not what you said?
Yes, sir.
Is that the tradition of your community?
Never.
Let another person, and whether that is the tradition of your community?
Never, sir.
You just bring somebody from nowhere, a young man, that is supposed to be youth.
Yes, also it's of my age.
Yes, of your age.
Yes.
Supposed to be a youth leader. Now, according to your narrative, the person was allegedly installed. Tell us if that is the philosophy of your community. And you can answer that for us.
Hello, good evening. My name is Andrew Akubume from the Iukwe community. Johnson Oshobuye in hierarchy of Ifo community in Iukwe. Johnson Oshobuye is not qualified to be the Oba of Iukwe community. Coming from Ifo to head Iukwe. The process, we have Chief Asemoha, who was the former Oba of Iukwe. We all know how he ascended that throne before Chief Arubi Okega, before he came in. As at present, God is the one that gives power. In Idiafo Kidron, in the Igbo community, was having 3 chiefs. As at present, Chief Dr. F.E.A. Osehome is the only surviving, living on earth. The two other chiefs in that Kidron has passed on for long. On that, even when Chief Arubi Okega became the chief of Iyukwe, Chief Dr. F.E.A. Osehome was crowned as the Onwawe of Iyukwe, which is the second in command. And the tradition of the community demands that we have 3 months to mourn our king. Why the Okmagbe? Why is he in hurry? Why is he not follow the norms, the tradition of the community of crowning the chief of a community? We have what we call process. The Buddhists who normally give the cow to a chief. That process was abolished by the Okmagbe of Epawano of Wano Kingdom. And we are calling on relevant authority. Now, Moses Adojo house was destroyed 5 months ago in order of the Okmagbe, and a petition was written to the Zone 5 office through the office of the DPO. He kept the files under his carpet and the issue remained like that. The national chairman used Agbamen came into the matter and we repaired the house and come to peace. The Okmagbe has been disturbing us with several process of arresting our youth. Amos Asegeme was just released from the prison custody about 3 months ago or 2 months ago thereabout. Another issue, he has perpetrated another one now. We don't know the next step is coming about. We are calling on all relevant authority to call the Okmagbe of Epawano to order to stop intimidating harassment of the youth and the elders of Iyukwe community. We are saying enough is enough for this intimidation and this harassment. Thank you all.
Yes. Okay. You, Diplomat Peter, you answered this question for me. So you said your community, Iyukwe community, has been invaded by the police, but we believe that the police constitutional responsibility is to maintain law and order, to arrest offender. But I don't know if there is a warlike situation in your community. If things are falling apart in your community that the center can no longer hold. If you now have unknown gunmen in your community, if you now have dreaded X-men that are terrorizing your community, or if there is an information, not even though not verify, that there is an influx of imaginary Boko Haram members in your community that will just make over 400 policemen to allegedly take over your community. Tell us the situation, if it is a situation like the one you have in Imo State, issue of no gunmen, and tell us who are those occupying the community presently. Where are the youth? Where are the elders? Where are our mothers? Where are our fathers in the community? Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. As I earlier said, my name is Peter Omosumuayi. It beats my imagination to see that my reverend community has been occupied, besieged by Nigeria police force. All I know from the beginning is that Nigeria police force is supposed to be a peace-loving and law enforcement agency that ought to have been carrying out their duty in a very responsible way. But today, they have been compromised. The Nigeria police force has taken side. My community, Irukwe community, has been taken over. Socio-political activities in that very community has been granted. Our aged parents are running into helter-skelter. The youths, as we are talking now, are currently inside the bush. Some cannot even come out to buy drugs or take treatment for their bullet wound. The police are just shooting sporadically all over the places to ensure that maybe it is an order that they should wipe out the youth of the community. But on this note, I am calling on all the relevant authorities, most especially our Reverend Oba, that it should come to our aid. Call the Nigerian police to order. Call the Okumagbe to order. Let them know that in such situation, they ought not to have taken side. At least make sure that lives and property are protected, not taking side in this kind of issue. Thank you very much.
Yes, I don't know if there was or there is a formal petition that was written to the Commissioner of Police, whereby the Commissioner of Police gave marching order to the policemen to take over the community. We invited the policemen to the community. But I'm fully aware there are some community with what you have submitted in the course of elucidation, that you are brothers, you are all brothers and sisters in that community. And if there are issues, the issues must be resolved amicably in the spirit of brotherhood, without inviting any or without inviting external parties. The question is, who invited the policemen to your community? Or anybody can answer, anybody.
Good evening, everybody. Irukwe is a peaceful place, and they have been knowing of that for a very long time. We were surprised. Issue like this, if it come up, we always settle amicably by ourselves. We don't invite an external body to come and settle us. It's beyond my imagination, and I begin to ask questions. What is it that an outsider are coming to cause mayhem, to cause disturbances, to cause disunity among the Irukwe EDG? The question is there anything that is I try to hide that they are causing mayhem in Irukwe? Okumagbe of Wano invited the policemen to come and harass, to come and kill, and to come and disorganize the Irukwe community. As I speak, as he said, most of our youth, all of them, they are inside the bush. As at the moment, over 400 policemen are there. Doing what? Our women, our children, they are running helter-skelter. They ran to the bush, some were shot directly. There are evidence to prove that. Some injured in the process of running helter inside the bush. Some go to nearby village to find food to eat. In the midnight, they came to attack. Broken doors to show if they can see anybody to pick. Is there war in Irukwe?
No.
And who is fighting who? Then why this kind of go there and kill and do whatever you want to do? We respected the Okumagbe very much as a royal father. But in return, he has to take us as his own children. But the issue where you come up and say, I don't want to, don't come to go the market, don't go there, don't go. That issue that is on ground.
Our administrative headquarters.
That is our administrative headquarters. You are telling us not to attend the market. That anybody that see you in the neighboring country, they should arrest. You be kidnapped.
And breach your palace.
What do we have to say again? We are tired. We are tired. Please, Your Excellency, the Governor of Edo State, please, the Omonoba Nedo, the Oba of Benin, our Reverend Deputy Governor, come refill the Shaibu. Please, come to the age of youth. We can no longer continue like this. We can no longer sustain ourselves inside. Our youth cannot be inside and be hungry again. They cannot come home again. We in the city, we cannot go home again. Where there are policemen there, and anybody they lay hands on is just to pick and come, they don't be person with them. Say I give you. Please, we are begging. Your Excellency, come to our place. Thanks.
Yes, you said, the first man that spoke said, Chief Dr. F.E.A. Osehome is in police custody. And you stated that he is the elder brother of a prominent senior advocate of Nigeria. Okay, what is the position of our amiable, indefatigable, astute, ever corrosive, cerebral senior advocate of Nigeria that believes in justice, equity, and good conscience? And yes, let me know anything for now.
Let me repeat again. My name still remains Andrew Akulu from Iluku community. Yes, as at present, the elder brother of Mike Osehome, Chief Dr. F.E.A. Osehome, is in the police custody as at present.
Is he a kidnapper?
He was arrested with 2 of his sons and 3 others by the Nigeria police. The elder brother, Mike Osehome, is fully aware. The younger brother. I want to say to the public that there is a document that there is an issue in Osehome dynasty, which is in the public domain, which Mike Osehome, who is a celebrant in other places that's causing anarchy.
No, you cannot say you are. Wait, you cannot say that he is causing anarchy. Please, you have to be. He is a senior. He is a respected. I'm calling that. He is a respected senior advocate of Nigeria. He is our mentor. He is a mentor to some of us, and he is a promoter of peace. Especially whereby you are saying that please, you have to withdraw that statement and be see because the whole world is watching.
As at present, the senior brother is there. As a senior, we believe he's supposed to intervene. With his respect, the brother not supposed to leave Adenibode to Benin City.
Yes.
In fact, he's supposed.
I beg, help us share this video and let us know what you think for comment section. If you never subscribe to Dan ARG YouTube, try make you subscribe so that make you for the hear all the things wey dey happen for Nigeria. Make I leave you with this video, make you help us share am. Thank you for watching Dan ARG YouTube.